Hello and welcome to LDR 3950, your online class. My name is Dr. Stacy Malloret, and I am going to be walking through the course with you today so that you have all the information you need about how to be successful in this class. We also have a graduate teaching assistant working with this class as well, who will be helping with grading, and all of their contact and my contact information is found on the front page. So this is an asynchronous class that requires 75 hours of service. If this is something you cannot commit to, please make sure to swap your LDR 3950 class for another section so that you are able to still complete Lead Scholars successfully. This is the capstone class, the fourth class in Lead Scholars. We're going to be focusing on career development and getting ready for your post-Lead Scholars experience through all the assignments in this class. The 75 hours is a great way for you to have an internship type experience with a nonprofit agency. It is best if you can match a nonprofit agency to your intended career path or major so that you have some great leadership experience in a field that will be beneficial to you for the future. For example, if you're an elementary ed major, this is a great opportunity to have a real leadership role with an elementary school, hospitality, perhaps Give Kids the World, something of that nature. So I'm going to share my screen and walk you through all the different assignments in this class so that you are familiar with everything that you will be doing this semester. Okay, so first thing first, we are going to go into the assignments. First week engagement activity. Oh, there we go. Okay, so first week engagement activity. You are going to be learning more about what is what are the requirements for service. You're going to view this document here, look at the lead service form, watch a video on how to complete the service form, voiceover, PowerPoint, and answer all the questions on the survey. You're going to upload the survey completion page of this Qualtrics form for this assignment. Once you have completed the quiz, that is worth 10 points. Second, you're going to do an introduction post. This is going to allow you to let everyone in the class know where you're doing your service, why you chose it, and how you'll make a difference in the community. And that is under the discussion tab as a graded discussion post. You're going to have 4 different journals in this class with some learning embedded in each journal. So journal 1, we're going to be talking about SMART goals. You're going to view this page here to learn more about SMART goals and then complete the 3 SMART goals that you have chosen for yourself for this semester at your service site. This is not a time for you to talk about losing weight or things like that. It's about SMART goals for your service site. If you notice at the beginning of every journal, I say how many hours should be completed. I do this because with the 75 hours, it works out to be about 5 to 6 hours every week. So to help keep you on track, I give you a goal for how many hours should be completed so that you can mathematically complete all 75 by the end of the semester. At the beginning of every journal, I also want you to put your name, journal number, service site, how many hours you've completed, and then the name and contact information of your service site supervisor so that I can contact them with any questions I may have. On February 4th, you should have completed at least some hours. If you have an issue where your background check isn't completed yet or your application is completed, contact me sooner rather than later so that we can work on an extension. But you have to have completed some hours before your SMART goals, or the SMART goals really aren't going to be good enough for this assignment. Okay, so that's journal 1. Journal 2. Ways in which you intend on completing your goals, ideas you have for your service project. I'm going to go over the proposal form and service project critique so you know what that means, and your personal leadership philosophy. If you remember, you did this in 2001. We want to know in LEAD if it's changed any since that time. Okay, Academic and co-curricular plan meeting. You're going to be working with our graduate teaching assistant to set up a Zoom meeting and to talk about your plans for the future. There is this action plan document that you should complete before going to this meeting. This has your class schedule for the rest of your time at UCF. And also these questions here about your course catalog, what you might be taking for summer, what your plans are for next year and your future career plans. So you'll be talking about these questions at your meeting. Proposal form. Okay, so this is for your service project. So at every agency, we want you to have some sort of leadership role and do a service project. So this could be something that happens every year, that you take a leadership role. So for example, if your nonprofit agency does a 5K every year, you could be in charge of registration, or you could be in charge of volunteer management, something like that. You don't have to be in charge of the entire thing, just some aspect to have a leadership role. Now, if you don't have something, you want to create something, that's fine. So let's say you work at elementary school and you want to do a teacher appreciation day. You can be in charge of that whole day. That is fine. So this is a place for you to tell me what your idea is. Okay. And then also what your backup plan may be as well. So that's the proposal form. And it's good to talk to your site supervisor before you do that to make sure that it is something that can happen. Elevator pitch, elevator speech. You're going to do an upload of an elevator pitch so that if someone asks you, tell me about yourself, you know how to answer it. That goes along with our career development piece here. Okay, journal 3 and a resume, 2 different things. You're going to upload your most updated resume and report on any updates on your service project and progress towards those SMART goals that you did in journal 1. So 2 different things you will upload for journal 3. Journal 4. I want you to really dive deep into who you are as a leader and think about 5 different books, films, artwork, you know, whatever has inspired you in leadership. This is a time for you to list that, that piece of art or that movie or whatever and explain how that influenced your leadership. You're going to do this for 5 different items. Okay. Service project critique. After your project is done, you're going to critique on how you did, what went well, what could have gone better, all of that. Class discussion posts. Okay, so what I want you to do is create at least 1 post about something related to leadership or service. And then you can respond to 7 others. So 8 are required. This is beyond that first initial one where I asked where you're doing your service. So this is a way for you to communicate with your classmates. 8 posts are required, 1 which has to be a unique post that you initiate. And you can put these on the discussion tab. So 8 total. Lead Scholars Involvement. These are your 2 Lead, 2 Impacts, and Leadership Week events. You will just submit a screenshot of your green check marks on your portal for this grade. So this is 10% of your grade. Final paper. This is where we want you to think about the relationship that you've learned through your 4 Lead Scholars classes and your future career. So what is the connection between leadership and your future profession? What competencies have you learned in your leadership studies classes that you can apply to your future career? So you're going to talk about leadership. You're going to talk about your major or current field of study, integrate leadership studies into your field, and have at least 4 citations. Service verification form, all 75 are required. You can upload a screenshot of your portal to showcase here, or your signed service forms. You also need to turn this into the lead office. So you have to do it on the portal and this class. 75 hours are required in order to receive a grade in this class. So it's not for any points, but it is required in order to complete this class as a service learning verified class. Extra credit. If you submit a poster to the service learning showcase and submit the URL that you are able to, so I'll just put this here, submit the URL for the showcase, I will verify that you completed that. 30 extra credit points. And that is it for this class. If you have any questions, please contact me. Best way is via email so that I can answer my questions that you may have. I hope you have a great rest of the semester. Let me know if you need any help.